What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk to you about Opendoor, more specifically marketing. So I want to go over something that Opendoor can really do to cause the stock price to move higher. So I want to go over all the things that you need to know, but first make sure you hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So in order for Opendoor to succeed, you need a lot of different things to really kind of improve, right? One is the marketing. Get your name out there, and based on what we've seen, it looks as though Opendoor and 𝗪𝗧 is realistically wanting to go to Canada in the next little bit. So marketing needs to be on point. Another big thing is operations, and 𝗪𝗧, from what I can see on social media, seems to be pretty much on top of that. So a lot of big operational updates and most likely more to come. And not only that though, 𝗪𝗧 seems to be wanting to step up the innovation, right? So new apps and various things like that. But I want to talk about marketing. So in my opinion, I think Opendoor's marketing is lacking currently, and that could change. Maybe 𝗪𝗧 is waiting for more operational updates, more of a stronger foundation, and then launch better marketing. Because keep in mind, right, they just launched in the lower 48, so a lot of people don't really know what Opendoor is. And in my opinion, Eric, he seems to be very hell-bent on Drake, and even 𝗪𝗧 has brought up Drake. I don't really understand it. I've kind of brought up in the past how I don't understand the fascination with Drake, but even based on Eric's last post, day 33 back at Drake's, I feel like there is better individuals. And maybe if Opendoor eventually moves up to Canada and then starts to expand, then that might be advantageous to kind of pursue Drake. But currently, I feel like this is just completely wrong. And a lot of people just say, hey, it's a joke. This is what they're doing. I don't think a grown man would waste 33 days of his life outside of Drake's house for nothing. I think Eric 100% is believing that Drake is the savior of Opendoor, and I completely disagree. But nonetheless, one individual that we've seen that has a lot of big success that 𝗪𝗧 realistically should really pursue, and Eric can kind of ditch Drake and start stalking this individual, that is this Sydney Sweeney. So I don't know if a lot of you are familiar with her, but she seems to be encumbering the new American type of culture. And so that's a nice way of putting kind of transitioning from under the Biden administration. But nonetheless, she does seem to have a lot of good success. And so she recently did do a marketing campaign with Crocs, causing the stock price, just the marketing alone, to go up 3%. So pretty good stuff, right? Very good success, getting a lot of visibility, and clearly it's a win-win, right? Win for the company, win for Sydney Sweeney, investors, everyone's happy, right? Except for shorts, possibly. But there's also a lot of big success recently with American Eagle. So things were going back and forth over the last year. This obviously stock price has been going down and down, various fears in the broader market, finally started to gain a little bit of traction, went down, and then this spike right here. This is when American Eagle launched their marketing campaign with Sydney Sweeney, right? And now look at where the stock price is. This is correlated with their earnings, so that's kind of completely unrelated, but I think it literally does get companies on the map. So in my opinion, I think 𝗪𝗧 is doing a lot of big operational updates, so that should help over the next couple months. But for right now, to get even Opendoor's name out there, you really need to pursue where people and their attention is, and that is Sydney Sweeney. I could be completely wrong, but a lot of people absolutely love Eric, and I think that's why he's mentioned in the past that a lot of Opendoor investors are kind of cult-like, or just the whole thing is more of a cult. So in reality, I think that Eric needs to just ditch Drake. 𝗪𝗧 needs to stop talking about Drake, although I think it was just more of a one-off, and possibly he was joking. I'm not really sure or not, but nonetheless, I feel like there is a lot better individuals out there than Drake. So especially with the expansion in the lower 48, Opendoor needs to really get on top of the hype that it does have right now and get Sydney Sweeney. Even though I'm pretty sure there's going to be a pretty price tag attached to that, it would be very, very advantageous, right? So let me know your general thoughts on this in the comments below. Do you think I'm completely wrong about this? Do you think this is the wrong individual? Do you think Drake is right? Or do you think that someone else out there might be more advantageous? What do you think about this? So let me know your general thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Hopefully everyone's having an amazing weekend. And then one final thing, pop over to my Patreon if you're looking for some solid buy signals on stocks, options, crypto. Put out daily day trades, numerous swing trades. Worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.